What's up, y'all?
Hey.
I gotta get my 100 kids. I had to. So what's up, y'all? It's that time of the week. It's Wednesday, so we're coming with some new content. And all this month, as me and my wife have been talking about, we're gonna be coming with live with some, our little spin, our little take on love and relationships. Last week we talked about what did we talk about last week? I forgot.
Self-love.
Self-love. That's right. Did y'all do the homework? Did y'all take the challenge? Did you surround yourself with people who make you feel self-love? Did you write out your values? Did you? No.
No, I didn't.
I know you didn't. But anyways, if you want to check that out, just go back and you can find these episodes on my YouTube channel. Just go to Eric D. Capehart, and you will find that video where we talked about self-love. This week, we're going to be talking about red flags in relationships. So she just got them eating a rib platter, so she's trying to lean back a little bit. So she don't be all in my area. Oh, it's okay. I gave her some minutes. So today's episode is about red flags in relationships. And a few years ago, I wrote an article for Therapy for Black Men where I outlined 7 red flags for relationships. And so we're gonna talk about it today. All right, y'all gonna get to hear the first lady's advice and her insights. She says she's gonna have to tap into some of her old relationships so that she can have this conversation. So we're gonna jump right in. The first red flag. Here's the first red flag. If your partner is too clingy, I mean, Lord Jesus, ain't nothing worse than having a person that you just meet who's trying to spend all their time with you all day long. Everything is about being together. And this is what I wrote in the article. I said, let's be real about this red flag because it's one that can be easily missed if you are not careful. And here's why. When you start a new relationship, you might find yourself enjoying all the extra attention of a new partner so much that you miss out on the fact that you are the only person they are ever around.
They don't have their own life.
Red flag. So what you think? What do you think about that red flag? Is that a real red flag or is that just
I mean, it just I think it's a red flag because when you're in a new relationship, of course you want to be around the person that you're getting to know. There's infatuation there. You don't ever want to leave their presence. And, so if somebody is, supposed to be in a relationship with you, but they're constantly trying to get away from you, that's a red flag in of itself. I think the clinginess becomes an issue when you say, oh, hey, I'm going on a girls' trip or I'm going away for the weekend with my girls. And then they say, well, you're supposed to be doing something with me. Why are you going away? Like it's an issue, like it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
And so that's a red flag.
Well, that actually goes to another red flag that I have in here. What is it? The red flag, your partner is controlling. Mm-hmm. So the clinginess, I'll be honest, I wanted to be around you a lot when we first met. In fact, I had to try to not be around you when we first met. But that's another story for another episode. But clinginess is a red flag. If that person's always around you all the time and you realize they are the only person that
they don't have any other outside interest or friends.
That's a red flag.
Yeah.
That's a red flag. The second one we'll talk about is your partner is controlling. Controlling. What's worse than a person trying to control your life? If your partner is trying to convince you that you are spending too much time with your friends, this is a red flag in your relationship. A controlling partner will try to convince you that choosing them over other family and friends is an act of love. They're going to try to convince you that choosing them over your friends and your family is an act of love. Don't be tricked by that. They are trying to control you.
Right.
That's kind of like what you just said.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What you got?
Well, like controlling could also be, they want you to look a certain way or act a certain way, or think that, it's just, it can be very subtle at first.
Yeah.
But, it can compound. So, just look for those red signs. Like, you put on a cute outfit, you guys are going on a date, and he or she may say, well, are you wearing that? You sure you want to wear that? That might be a red flag to say, like, they're not accepting me as I am.
Is that what that is? Because I make sure this is what I gotta say. I gotta make sure my honey panty line ain't too thick. Sometimes I gotta look at you and be like, hey, that panty line is a little thick. You might want to put on some more pants.
And conversely, I don't let him leave out of the house in jogging pants In the wintertime.
Okay, cool. So we gotta look out for each other. The third red flag we're gonna talk about today is if all of your partner's devices are off limits to you.
Oh, can I say something real quick on that?
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
About the whole dressing thing? Because I don't want people to misunderstand. I think if you're in a relationship and you begin to trust each other, you deserve the right to, because it's coming from a good place versus, I don't want you dressing like that around my friends or, stuff like that.
She don't get mad when I talk about the panty.
I don't.
She actually appreciates it.
I do. I don't want a big panty line.
Hold up. Okay, so the third red flag in relationships is all of your partner's devices are off limits to you. If you can't use your partner's phone to make a phone call, that's a challenge. If you never see that phone away from that person, they go to the bathroom, they take it. I know nowadays we take our phones everywhere we go, but if you ain't never seen that phone,
or they have a work phone, a work phone,
the worst thing you can do is find an extra phone somewhere. Like that's a red flag because generally they're trying to hide something. And I'm not going to say that just because you're in a new relationship, you can't have any privacy. But if you're in a real relationship and y'all been together and y'all serious and you can't use that phone, I would say that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I agree.
Why is it a red flag to you?
Because they're cheating. They hiding something.
They ain't automatically cheating.
Well, they hiding something.
Well, I can't argue with that.
And it can be, it may not be cheating, but they may be hiding, a bad habit. Or just they're just sneaky. You know sneaky. Most that's sneaky.
Well, I call you sneaky.
But I'm sneaky around eating cake at night. I ain't sneaky around you can see in my phone.
Yeah. All right. So if you can't touch your partner's phone, you don't ever see it. That's a red flag. Another one. Look, if your person that you're dating or seeing is putting all of their business on social media, that's a red flag. Because if they putting all their business on social media, they're going to put all of your business on social media. And I'm telling you, you see people out here trying to be talking codes. Like, we know who you talking about. I get tired of people not cleaning up after themselves. I ain't raising no kids around here. Like, we know who you talking about. You might as well just say the person's name. And then what happens from that? What happens when people put their relationship business all online? What's coming next?
Then you get all these other opinions about your relationship.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Well, because sometimes we do it out of jest. Sometimes, because I have wanted to do that on social media, but I always erase it before I type it. But what you don't want is, one thing that we learned when we were in premarital counseling was, you don't want to just let everybody know that you having problems. You want to, if you are having problems in a relationship, you want to go to people you trust that's going to give you wise counsel. And, social media is not wise counsel. It's just a lot of times it's a lot of opinions. Right. And people and opinions that from people that don't really know you. So you don't want to put your relationship information out there. And if somebody is doing that, that could be a red flag because they don't value the privacy and the intimacy of your relationship.
She put all our business in the mommy's group though.
Because I ain't gonna be able to see it. Can't nobody get in. No.
I'm not gonna see it in the mommy's group, but nevertheless, if your partner's putting all their business online, you don't put it. Yeah, and I respect that. I think we don't put our business online because we respect each other.
Yeah. Because
you might want to type something out and then you put it out there to the world, and then 15 minutes later,
you don't feel that way.
You ain't feeling that way no more. Now you got everybody named mama talking about
a thread going about what your mate done did, and you sitting there curled up with them. It's like, I don't even feel that way about this Negro no more.
But you still looking like what they say. So I'm going. All right, so that's definitely a red flag. All right, and the last one, and I think this is a very important one that everybody needs to pay attention to. If your partner is showing you abusive behavior, like physical abuse, any type of emotional abuse, or verbal abuse, if you are dealing with that, that's a red flag. And for me, that's a red flag that's like a deal breaker. Because the first time somebody slapped you, it's probably going to be leading to maybe the next time. And I don't know. Sometimes things change. I don't know. But if somebody's physically abusive with you or always yelling at you, talking to you like a child, that's a red flag that you really need to think about. And it might very well be a deal breaker.
And it goes both ways. And we're not, because I think a lot of times when we think about abuse, we think about a man abusing a woman, but a woman can abuse a man. I mean, a woman can be, physically abusive, Jody, and then she's, baby boy and Taraji P. Henson, and that whole situation, or she could be, emotionally abusive, always putting the man down, saying you ain't no good, you don't make no money, those kinds of things. So it can go both ways.
You got to pay attention to that red flag. So, I mean, that's it. That's all the time. We got to go pick our kids up, but we want to jump in here and give y'all these red flags. Y'all be sure to let us know what you think about these. Are you experiencing some of these red flags? Do y'all need some advice from the Capeharts? We don't give out a lot of advice, but we want to. We're willing to give out some free advice. So y'all just hit us up, leave your questions down there in the comments. We'll be sure to hit y'all up. Look, let me say this. Earlier today, I don't know where I saw this at. And it was so funny because it actually happened to us. We put it out there, okay? She said she want to be transparent, and I'm cool with it.
What are you trying to say?
There was like a meme somewhere, and it said that if you are using the bathroom and your partner is in there with you, the relationship's already over. So if you say you in the bathroom,
it's over or
it's over. Like that relationship is in trouble. It's over. So let me say that again. If you're in the bathroom and you use the bathroom and your partner is in there with you, the relationship is over. And it was so funny to me this morning because I know good and well, me and the wife had a conversation this morning.
In the bathroom.
And I was in the bathroom. Let's just put it like this. We were both in the bathroom. But guess what? Our relationship is strong.
It's not over. That sounds like the relationship's over.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what they talking about.
I don't know. To me, that brings a whole new level of intimacy in my opinion. I mean, we're not saying that that's what you should do all the time, but
it's definitely
if you're comfortable enough, I mean,
that's a new level of intimacy right there. So listen, y'all, we hope y'all enjoy this. We're just doing this to have some fun, but we also want to give you some things that you can look out for and help your love life a little bit. So hit us up, let us know what you think, and until next time, we will see y'all later.
Bye.
Get a kiss. We're gonna end it with a kiss. We'll see y'all next time.